Everybody, it's Leeroy from Leeroy Gaming. It's Thursday, August the 26th. And so, it's time for another Outriders Dev News Thursday. In today's installment, we're going to be talking about some of the changes coming to the upcoming patch, which should be hitting live servers next week. We're also going to be talking about this potential mysterious New Horizons DLC content drop, maybe expansion, maybe not. Let's talk about that and more right after the drop. We're going to go ahead and start by talking about the upcoming patch. So it did get delayed, and the developers, or not the developers, rather, this is actually Square Enix talking to us, I believe. They're talking about things being delayed because of something called player privilege rights. That's interesting. It says currently failing to currently block players on some platforms. I'm guessing this means if you have like a ban list, it's not banning people appropriately and letting them still join your games. I guess if you've got an open invite, that's the only thing I can think of. If anybody knows exactly what this is relating to, do let us know in the comments below because I'm a little curious. This hasn't come up before. It might be a legitimate reason for the delay, or I don't know, maybe an excuse, but I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt here, but I've never heard this kind of issue before. So let's talk about first the actual changes that will be coming with the patch. So we're going to start with, they're going to further improve the visibility of Broodmother's Surge AoE skill limits. I'm assuming they mean like the AoE range because it's pretty deadly if you get stuck in it. They're finally fixing the bug that was preventing players from reviving themselves and players while using the Trickster's Borrow Time skill. They're resolving the issue that could cause the game to stutter when engaging crawlers in battles during expeditions. This has been such a pet peeve of mine. I'm sure a lot of you agree. It doesn't matter how good your graphic card is or anything else, it's the stutters. And if there's like 3 or 4 of these guys popping up, it can be a nightmare. Plus the fact that their attacks are pretty potent. So if it has the stuttering occur at the wrong time, you could potentially die from it, which is obviously very, very annoying. Resolve the issue that could cause players to stutter when into drained lake during the Scorched Lands expedition. So finally, this has been an issue since release. I'm glad they're finally fixing it. Scorched Lands has kind of universally been my favorite run overall. So while I've learned to enjoy other runs, this is like one of my first 2 runs that I really fell in love with. This has always been an issue for some people. I personally haven't had the issue when the basically lake drains, but a lot of people will have outside of me, so this is nice that they're fixing it. Resolve the issue of preventing secondary characters from picking up journal entries if they had already been collected on different character. This nice quality of life if you're playing multiple characters and you're like a perfectionist and want to get everything collected on every character. This is something they've had issues with off and on. By resolving the issue that would force match privacy settings to default to open. This actually just happened to me at the end of the stream. Somebody I think you joined my stream on like a level 59 item level character, so I think that might be hacked. And now it should remain closed. Added AFK status for players on friend list, which this is kind of nice as well. Changed behavior of the Devastator Impale. So this was the big thing that I hinted at last week. So the game will detect impaled enemies as dead even before they disappear. So this is mainly a big deal on when you're doing some close timed runs and somebody impales things at the very end and it should be transitioning and it doesn't because of the impale animation. So this is actually a nice quality of life that can mean the difference between finishing gold times or not. The Devastator's reflect bullet skill will now protect from Seethan projectile attacks. I wonder if those are the little green guys that throw their the poison at you. I'm not sure, but this is good because apparently it wasn't. They weren't protecting from that before. Fix the bug that could prevent the Devastator from being able to consistently dodge if they had the auto reflect mode on. Yeah, this happened to me all the time. Whenever I run my Hulk Smash build, pretty much half the playthroughs I can't dodge. Luckily, that build is so tanky, it doesn't really matter most of the time. But yeah, that is good to know. Fixed a bug that could cause client shots to sometimes deal no actual damage to enemies. That's rough. Fixed the bug that could cause the Technomancer's Plague Sower set bonus to not proc consistently. And this is the set that I don't think anybody uses, but it kind of procs a damage mitigation buff. And it's supposed to be able to stack numerous times. So that's kind of a big deal. Fixed the bug that could cause the Plague Sower and the Cannonball legendary set to not retain their set bonus after transition. That's funny. You know, for all the people that use Cannonball legendary sets. Yeah, or Plague Sowers. So it's kind of good that that's staying for those people that play it. Fixed the bug that could cause certain mods like Grand Opening to not proc the player was on the last magazine. That's good. Another crash fixes and bugs. So the one thing that I wish was on this list but isn't. This is the bug that Technomancers or like monsters that are frozen, like alphas, will break out of their freeze immediately once you take damage, which still limits, you know, some of the potential maximum damage potential of Technomancers that do freeze builds. So hopefully that's coming soon. So those are the main changes. Now, I did want to talk about what kind of came out in a message last week, just for a moment with you guys. And that's this New Horizons potential DLC or content. Ever since it was kind of hinted at, because for those of you that don't know, in last week's news post, Square Enix basically made a comment that they're committed to the game. They want to create more, you know, features and content. And they said, you know, they're going to be excited to talk about the New Horizons, but they capitalize New and Horizon. Normally, that when you capitalize something like that, it's kind of insinuating it's like, you know, either the name of a major content patch, maybe a DLC, maybe an expansion. I was hoping to talk about it this week, but they didn't yet, so we'll see how that goes. Now, some people in my Discord and on stream are saying, oh, you know, it's not a live service game, so it's not going to get new stuff. So I do want to point out, just because a game isn't necessarily a live service doesn't mean it can't get extra content or DLC. Now, what I would love to see, if they kind of almost semi-convert it to a live service, say, hey, you know what, we actually want to add stuff. They may not at this point because, you know, the player retention count isn't as high, probably as they wanted to, but a major DLC or a big content drop could bring back a lot of people, especially since, you know, the Xbox Live and Xbox Game Pass individuals can hop in for free at any time. So that's really, really nice. So we'll see. I'd love to hear in the comments what your thoughts on this. I do feel like there's going to be a major content patch that does come to this. What kind of content do you guys want to see? For me, I'm okay if there's like no story stuff for now, like leaving that for an expansion or sequel. But I want to see new loot, new mods, either brand new sets or redo the sets that suck, that basically aren't DPS based sets for the classes. Maybe some monsters. I would love like a horde mode, which I think could be very easily done with the current kind of resources they have there. Just something that pushes us and gives us more variety. That'd be really, really exciting for the people that love playing multiplayer, pushing ourselves. And then we'll see from there. Again, we'd love to hear in the comments what you hear and what you think. Now, as always, guys, before I go here, if you are a fan of Outriders, make sure to check out, number one, my Discord. Check out my stream at twitch.tv/Leeroy Gaming Stream. Monday through Thursday, I still stream Outriders consistently. Love running with you guys. Love carrying you guys. It's a lot of fun. You can check out exact times on the schedule page. You can also see links to everything below. And as always, if you're enjoying this content, if you watch this far, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'll be also covering some other games. I do cover some RPGs that I like on this channel, but I am very, very committed to Outriders. Love this game. So hope to see you guys around. If not on Discord, then either watching my videos or on Twitch stream with me. So thank you guys so much, and I'm going to see you guys in the next video.